All right, let me record and get unmuted. All right, we'll start in Spanish with Pedro. Go ahead, Pedro.
Thank you. Kristaps, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿qué tal?
Kristaps, ya de cara a lo que va a ser el off-season, el verano, ¿cuál es tu enfoque? ¿Cuál es tu plan? ¿Vas a tomar vacaciones o vas a estar ya enfocado en mejorar tus aspectos de juego o el aspecto, o la condición física? ¿Cuáles son tus metas o objetivos?
Sí, la verdad que estoy con bastantes ganas de este verano, de mejorar todo y tener un buen off-season. Y ya la verdad que mi mente ya está dando vueltas en el trabajo que quiero hacer este verano y en los aspectos de mi juego y de mi físico que quiero mejorar para estar mejor el año que viene. Así que sí, estoy un poco claro que unos días con la familia y tranquilo en casa me va a venir bien para la mente, pero también con muchas ganas de tener un buen verano.
Okay, we'll move to English with Tim Cato.
Hey, KP.
Hey.
I think Rick said something after last night's game about he finally thought you really looked like your athletic best and fully healthy and moving as well as everything expected. Now with the season behind us, how difficult was it to maintain that physical best of yours or get there, with the surgery coming in and then just the stop-start nature of it for you and also just how condensed everything was?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't easy. I wasn't moving the way I would like to move, especially early on. I felt it, but then you kind of just get used to it and then you try to raise your level. Yeah, it's probably true. Towards now the end of the playoffs, I could finally move much better and feel much better. So yeah, it's been a tough season going in right after the surgery. But I'm glad I'm healthy. I'm feeling good, and now I have a long off season in front of me where I can raise those levels and the physical and aspect and also in my game. So I'm looking forward to the summer, and I'm actually really excited.
Callie?
B, thanks for your time. Kind of going off of that, this is at least the first healthy off season for you in a while. In what ways do you expect that to make a difference? Like what specifically, will you plan to work on or will you plan to do that you haven't been able to do in the last few off seasons?
Yeah, just a lot of physical work, and also combine that with a lot of basketball work. So I remember coming back when I came back from the ACL a couple seasons ago. I was really good, but then the basketball aspect was, and also just coming back from being out for 16 or 18 months that I was out. You're rusty, and playing on a new team with different teammates and all that. So all those things played a part, and it wasn't easy. Especially feeling the way I was feeling, kind of real strong and stiff, and not the last time I remembered when I played. Almost, it was weird. So that was a big difference, and after that I was kind of a little bit like, hold on, let me make sure I feel good on the court basketball wise, because at the end, if I can't make a shot but I look good and I'm strong, I still can't do the things that I expect myself to do, and I learned from that, and I understand now how important are doing both of those at the same time, where making sure I'm getting better physically, but then also raising my basketball workouts with each time that I lift, get some shots up, make sure my shot is feeling good, and then once I combine those two things, I think that could really raise the level for me.
Tim McMahon?
Thank you.
Hey, B, you say yesterday you do what the coach has asked of you, and I understand accepting the role. What can you do, or what has to happen for you to maybe be in a more featured role offensively on a regular basis?
Just keep working on my game, being more the most effective I can. The game's evolving, and the way we're playing, the way I was playing, for example, in New York, where a lot of post ups, barely any teams do those kind of things anymore. So my game also has to evolve, and I have to find ways how I can be effective. Which I've obviously started to shoot more threes and stretch the floor for my teammates. But also there's different things that I could do better, and that's what I'm going to focus on and work and put in my mindset to have that, for next season when I play, I do those things instinctively without thinking, and that's gonna help my game a lot. And as I said, I'm really excited for this off season, to have a good long off season where I can put in the work and refresh everything and come back next season.
Jessica?
Hey, KP, thanks for the time. As you reflect on the season, as a whole, what do you take away from, what did you learn from this year?
Patience, a lot of patience that I had to have. A lot of lessons that I had this year. A lot of different situations. I don't want to go into too much detail, but just really a lot of things that I took away from this year and understood that things need to be done differently going forward, and that's it. Worked on having a positive mind through everything, through the ups and downs, and it was a great growing year for me, definitely.
Brad?
Yeah, very quickly, sorry, still sitting on a plane. The issues about the evolving game that you're discussing, do you feel like you're in sync with the coaching staff in terms of being able to work things out in terms of your ability to maximize your skills and the things you're talking about the evolving game?
Brad, we did not copy that. Sorry.
Okay.
Do you want to try one more time? It sounds like it just got a little quiet. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the things you're talking about the game evolving and evolving your game, do you feel in sync enough with the coaching staff that you guys are going to be able to work together to maximize your skills in this evolving game?
Yes, I need support. I need people around me to help me with that, obviously. That's why I always ask, what are the things you want me to do and how you want me to play, and I'll adjust. I'll sacrifice and adjust and try to do things the right way, and at the end focus on myself and focus on the work that I need to put in to be what is needed, and that's the only way to grow as a player and as a person. Always have an open mind and can't be stubborn on the things you think how they should be or how they worked before, and always evolving and always growing, and never be too proud to keep learning.
Okay, we're gonna do one more with Dorothy, and then we're gonna have Dorian.
Hey, P, hi. I know it's a challenging season this year, but what was the moment this season when you felt most like a team?
I mean, it's got to be the playoffs. That's when everybody's energy goes up, a few levels, and we know it's the most important time of the season. Everybody comes together with one goal, so probably that. But we had off the court, we had great chemistry. Everybody got along really well, and it's at least for me, it's always been that case in while I've been in the league, and yeah, had a great time with my teammates, with everybody in the organization. I want to thank everybody in the organization, the medical staff. I got it right here. Okay.
You don't want this. I think you were getting ready to thank the PR department.
Yeah. I want to thank the PR department. I want to thank everybody in the organization that has supported us, in this season and last season and this whole weird time that we had to go through, and made also a lot of sacrifices. Everybody every day had to wake up earlier to do testing, do this, do that, and you know, and not only us players, but you know, more than us, the people around us. So yeah, it was great to have that kind of support around us, and we're looking forward to having a great year next year.
Okay, thanks KP, thanks everybody.
Thank you very much.